5?
Grigi pure.
Mm.
E 5 i palazzi grigi pure, quelli da dove non succedeva mai ancora anima. Tanto che se qualcuno fosse passato da queste parti dove però non parlava. Sì, mai nessuno. Va bene, leggi. Se vuoi. Avrebbe pensato che senza fosse
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Cowboys and the football team, next on Madden Football.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Prescott. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Long. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. he's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Ezekiel Elliott. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. Chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Chambers. That is caught by Lamb. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Chambers. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Prescott to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Morris. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. On third down, it's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
Man, they gotta let us play.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Hunter Long from 8 yards out, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and all.
Sta sul letto.
Getting ready for this game. It's all coming together so far.
That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Chambers. He's got it to Gibson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Chambers. And this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Chambers. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 36.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Chambers. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 17-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Chambers. Got a man. It's Gibson, complete. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson from 17 yards out. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Dak Prescott on the offense heading back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
10th carry now for Elliott. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Gonna take a shot for Gallup, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Room here to run. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
One more time with Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
They try to set up the screen. Nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The give is to Elliott, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. .35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Washington going to go on offense now late in this 1st half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Chambers. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, Chambers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Prescott on first down. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And Gano's kick is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. But we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to get this out to the 25.
Let's go, boys. Bring it out. It's over.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Off play action. Chambers. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Gibson And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And Washington has retaken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10. From the gun, Chambers. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Elliott on 1st down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. A first down throw for Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 27 yards. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Clay Brooks to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Washington offense going back to work. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut. And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt. And Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And it's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys on just 2 plays have taken the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Gibson here running out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Chambers. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off play action. Chambers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action here on 1st down. Left side to Lamb. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 4 yards out. And Washington is taking the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. I would imagine you want to win every game big, but if you're a quarterback in the NFL, this is the spot that you love.
You've been dreaming of it since you were a kid, playing in the backyard or the front yard, wherever, where you went through those imaginary situations. Now it's real, though. What practice have you put in since the OTAs, the mini camps, preseason camp, sequence of plays, get the ball to the outside, get it out of bounds, save your timeouts, move the ball downfield to get your team in a position to win the game.
And a field goal, of course, no good. They need a score. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Being chased out left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's got Elliott. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time, Prescott on 4th. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Morris. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
On first down, it's Gibson, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go again with Gibson. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll run with Gibson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe on.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize